So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That pass isn't the best.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's there to retrieve it. Now it's Pele. Bullet. Nice physical challenge. Del Piero. He's picked it. He's having a go. Oh, crossbar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Anything good to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's a searching pass. And here's Mbappe. Bullet. Look at the space here. Mbappe! There's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Kaka. Oh, that's fabulous. And he was alert to it. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass was decent. They just couldn't take out that...
And Del Piero! Yes! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Corinthians are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all.
And Dyke will step away a free kick. he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and he's in very obvious discomfort here. Marquez is there and he can get that clear. Midway through the first period and it's looking quite a game here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for a run-up. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Del Piero has it in a wide position. He's taking no chances there. Tele. Driving forward. Pedri. Looking for options. Tries a shot! Yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
39 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador
Palmeiras take the
camisa
lead.
10.
Back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Ibrahimovic. Corinthians have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Van Dijk. Pedri, so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's really well manoeuvred.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Pedri. He's found play! He's got it all! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Palmeiras go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Tele touches it back. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Palmeiras head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Second half gets underway. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Corinthians! The second half sparks straight into life. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gattuso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe. That's a decent ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. Messi. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Kaká. And there's green grass ahead of him. Defending of the desperate variety. Pirlo to take it as usual. And it's hoisted clear. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. Pirlo. Now Gattuso. This is Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Difera. And it's Gattuso. Edmilson. Zola under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaká quietly revving up. Pull it. No, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's beyond the defence. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Corinthians really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 12, camisa 9, camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 23. camisa 21, camisa 18, substituição.
Thuram gets it away. Pedri. He is starved of space and time. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a cute ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Palmeiras perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's a clever looking ball. And that has been cleared.
Corinthians really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Bullet! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
We're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Mbappe. Gets his head on it! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy fixes.
Corinthians complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Substituição
Checks
no
on the
time do
touchline. A
Palmeiras.
change about to
Camisa
occur.
7, camisa 16. Deixando o campo para a entrada dele, camisa 19, camisa
Pops
20.
him off it and wins back the ball. Rui Costa goes on a charge down the left. He's on it, can he get away? No foul, says the referee. And there goes the final whistle. Palmeiras can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicator.
So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. A game this so far beyond the ordinary.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
Peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Gattuso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That was good alertness. Edmilson. Rafael Varane. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Platini. It's a searching pass, and he welcomes it in. Van Dijk. Van Dijk is fouled. Maldini. That's Thuram. Works it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's come to nothing. No, that's been intercepted.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Platini shoots! It's a goal! And Palmeiras score first! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Palmeiras penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Platini. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well measured. Face to face with the keeper. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Palmeiras are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking.
And the shots! That is a brilliant interception. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Platini. Palmeiras have hit a quick-fire double here, and are well, and it's Pele!
Pele really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Well played, well sorted out. Zola.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. sudden chance to counter. Palmeiras heading towards the half-time break. We're very much in their sails. Pedri conjures time and space where few can, and he's lost a real chance! And that's, oh, he's been caught on it here! Shot a goal! Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Out towards the flank. He's beaten the last man. It's Pele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Zola plays it short, and now they can spring out of defence. Pirlo. Passing is
Teremos
crisp and
3
sharp.
minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Gattuso. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Platini. Pele looking to add to his goal. Looking for options for movement. And it's Michel Platini. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Palmeiras really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game up completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Palmeiras are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the second half gets underway. Turan. No way through there. Platini carries the ball down the right. Wiggles his way through, and he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pele. Oh, important interception. Marquez. Del Piero.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ibrahimovic could try cutting inside here. Marquez. Holds beyond the defence. Turan, always a very imposing presence at the back. Gattuso, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's come loose! Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Del Piero is onto it in a flash. Palmeiras with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Edmilson. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zola being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pirlo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Now, what has happened here? Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, somewhat off target.
Zola. You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the...
And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
That was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
The referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Substituição em andamento.
Corinthians can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Rafael Varane. Front-footed pressing going on here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Mbappe. No foul, says the referee. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. Rui Costa. Quality ball. And it's Pato. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. Pirlo. Probing pass. Left with that dink over the top. And here's the chance to counter. Pedri. Now it's Pelé. This looks promising. Can he spark a counter here? Messi. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
substituição no time do Palmeiras.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 9.
He's not got that quite
Camisa
right.
20. Camisa 16.
Palmeiras
Camisa
can
7.
consider themselves just about
Deixando
safe
o
now.
campo para a entrada de
That's
camisa
really well
25.
manoeuvred.
Camisa 18.
Mbappe
Camisa
takes a
23.
shot! Goal! Corinthians! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Into the last 5 minutes. That's Bebeto. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bebeto. Very much into the last knockings. And the finish! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. That's that, the end. Palmeiras are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Well, how will we look back on that?
Palmeiras really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite a showdown. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
The action has already started. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. He's having a shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The invitation was clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. The most accurate pass. Van Dijk. Now it's Del Piero. Gattuso. Ibrahimovic. Zola. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. And it's Michel Platini. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can.
Palmeiras are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Del Piero. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola. Mbappe. Platini. Pele. Thuram gets a foot in here. That is good alertness. And it's Michel Platini. Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Zola. Mbappe. And it's Michel Platini. And he's had a shot! Oh, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Oh, sweet feet. And Zola! Yes, it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's really well manoeuvred. And he was alert to it. Pirlo, He is always looking to break lines. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, strongly challenged there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pedri, over to the left. He's picked his way through. It's a lovely, neat pass. That's been cut out, well played. Edmilson. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Oh, it's Del Piero. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Thuram getting this one clear.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Now it's Pele.
acréscimo.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Pele. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, super find. And the shots. And the shots! It's there! 2 up and in charge. And things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shot.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Palmeiras are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Maldini. This is Messi. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's well seen too. It's a good run down the right. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Now it's Del Piero.
Oh, really well played.
And he was quick to react. Platini. Now it's Mbappe. Marquez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ibrahimovic! Pedri. Zola being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
No way through, so back it comes. Can he get it through? And he's gone backward here. Del Piero. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Público
Platini,
presente na
who does have an
partida de
assist to
hoje.
his name.
60.332
Well seen,
espectadores.
saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaka. Pirlo. Ibrahimovic. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
And we have our very first
Camisa
corner.
11, camisa 5, camisa 13, camisa 19. Deixando o campo
Is
para a
there, and he
entrada
can get
de
that clear.
camisa 9.
Corinthians are looking to go forward
Camisa
now.
77, camisa 18,
Really well measured goal.
camisa 90. Substituição.
Played in deep. Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So there's going to be another
Camisa
change here.
22.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about, sometimes driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Palmeiras do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's a lovely, neat pass. It's Rui Costa. Eto. Applies the finish! Pele. Palmeiras looking to pass their way through. It's played through for him. Gullit.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's in a great position here. 75 minutes played. Pedri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Zola providing an outlet on that flank. And Zola! And that would have won it.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
It's a good foot in there. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. And Dyke tries to clear. Well, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Marquez plays it all the way forward.
I think that's great defending.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. No second thought, a straight red card. Palmeiras are down to 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Teremos uma substituição.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Edmilson, nicely weighted ball. Pirlo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Eto. And this is Pato. Chiellini too strong for his opponent there.
Foram
No
indicados
way
2
through.
minutos de acréscimo.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rafinha looking for the run. Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Palmeiras really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite a showdown. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And already we're underway here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Oh, super fine. Showing good feet. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And it's Michel Platini. Platini unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
Shot could be... Sola! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. And Palmeiras score first. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Palmeiras have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cross. Cleared away. Pirlo. Done delicately. Del Piero has it in a wide position. That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Palmeiras have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Played into space. Pedri. And it's Michel Platini.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. He's cut it out. Messi. Kaka. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a searching pass. Casillas with the clearance. He's felt that, hasn't he? Zola has found the net here, of course. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Sola. He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Rafael Varane. And here's Ibrahimovic. Played back. Kaka. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Zola engages and forces him off the ball. Tele. Now it's Mbappe.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Palmeiras clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Palmeiras are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 5.
Here we go again.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa
Tele
77.
quietly revving up. Kaká. Del Piero. Looking to play him in. Marquez cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini. It's Pedri. Knocks it out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Quality ball. Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. It's not an especially good pass, that. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Tele receives it in a wide position. Tele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's Del Piero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Público
Serious
presente
trouble
na
lay in
partida de
store.
hoje. 62.005 espectadores.
Platini looking to get on the end of this. And he's quick to get it clear again. Throw it. It's going to be another throw. And it's Maldini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found a way through. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Edmilson. Zola. Threads one in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Out towards the flank. Tele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has not gone well. Thuram. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Michel Platini. That is a brilliant interception. It's headed upfield. Kaká. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick-out. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Floated through, and this is Zola. That's tidy. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the shot's on here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Del Piero. He's gone for goal. Tries to play it through. Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Michel Platini. Oh no, what has happened here? Kaka. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Can he get it through? Backward it goes. And Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! A finish of true class! And they are cruising away! He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the man...
And we're done. Palmeiras, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Zola voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.